thought you were about to say, let's talk kinky. Let's talk kinks.
Rumor report. This is the rumor report.
I was like, what is this? Horrible decision?
Breakfast Club.
All right, Key Glock sat down with Complex and gave his first interview since Young Dolph has died, and he spoke to Speedy Mormon, and here's what happened.
Is this the first time that you've done an interview since he passed?
Yeah.
Yeah. How you feeling? How you holding up?
I'm content.
What does that mean? Like,
I'm maintaining. I'm not getting better. I'm not getting worse. I'm just here right now.
Do you remember how you found out and where you were?
I was at home laying down, actually. Somebody called me in the house. Like, you know how you can hear when somebody call your name, like the tone of their voice, like you know something wrong, you just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Nobody can tell me it ain't nothing I can do that'll make me feel better. I'm just be 100. None.
I hope that brother, sending healing energy to Key Glock. I love Key Glock's music, and I hope that he's actually doing something to deal with that grief. You know, going to sit down with somebody, sit down with a counselor.
He just feels numb.
Salute to Speedy too, man. Good conversation.
All right. Now, Tory Lanez, he was handcuffed in court, and he had a $350,000 bail. Prosecutors had requested that he be held without bail, or at least set it at $5 million, but he did manage to post that bail. And that's all because he's not supposed to be addressing Meg Thee Stallion. There's a protective order. They're saying that he violated that on his social media page by addressing her and talking about her. The post was, "Good D had me effing two best friends and I got caught. That's what I apologize for. It's sick how you spun it though." So prosecutors did also voice concern about a tweet from DJ Academics from February, which read, "Breaking. It was revealed in court a few moments ago that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the weapon in the Meg Thee Stallion case. They felt like that information was given to Academics from Tory Lanez's team. However, his attorney, Sean Hawley, said that wasn't possible because DJ Academics' initial tweet was wrong. His DNA wasn't on the magazine, and a sample from the gun was inconclusive." All right, now here is an eyewitness, allegedly, that is speaking on Tory Lanez's case. Who is it? Lawyer for Workers? All right, Mo. Now, Mo is speaking.
Is this an eyewitness or a lawyer? Eyewitness? Okay.
Speaking on the Tory Lanez case.
Two extremely interesting facts that came out about the Tory Lanez case. First, the police have admitted into evidence, they've testified that the other woman who was involved here, they tested her hand for gunpowder shot residue, and she had gunpowder residue on it, suggesting she may have been the shooter. Number two, there was an eyewitness, somebody just like a third party who saw this whole thing, and he said, "I saw two men and another woman beating on Meg. As for who pulled the trigger, he said, I don't know, but I did see the muzzle flash go off, and the other woman was the one closest to the muzzle flash."
All right.
So essentially, Tory Lanez's probation got violated because of his tweets.
Yeah, it was protective order that he violated. That's what it was.
What happens online can absolutely get you caught up offline. And this is why people got to stop worrying about the court of public opinion, especially when you have an issue in the court of law. Like, let the court of law play itself out, and then if everything you say adds up and is proven correct in the court of law, then you can lay the facts out in the court of public opinion.
But it gets difficult when you know, you're an artist and you still got to perform, and you feel like this is affecting your career, and you feel like you just got to stand up for yourself.
But the truth is, it already will, right? So you just gotta take those blows until everything gets settled in court. But as we can see, trying to prove something to the court of public opinion gets you jammed up in the court of law as well.
Correct.
Well, Tory Lanez is not to mention the complaining witness in this case in any social media, and his trial date is set for September 14th. So
this is the longest trial ever.
Yeah, well,
not really, is it?
It hasn't
like
happened
2
yet.
years.
Yeah,
3 years.
Nah, it's ain't. Nah,
That's 2 years, like.
Nah, it's not the longest.
All right, now Fat Joe has announced his new book, The Book of Jose, a memoir that will detail, quote, the darkest moments of his life. He posted, "I'm proud to present my memoir. This is my life unfiltered, the story of a kid growing up in the South Bronx's unforgiving streets and how I became a multi-platinum selling artist." The Book of Jose comes out on November 1st, but you can pre-order your copy now.
Dropping the clues bombs for Joey Crack, Fat Joe.
Shout out to Joey Crack.
I'm a 43-year-old man, so I still like to read books, hold them in my hand, and flip the paper. But I'm gonna tell you something. There's not going to be too many audio books that are going to be more entertaining than Fat Joe's.
No way.
Fat Joe's audio book is going to be phenomenal.
I'm going to pre-order the book and the Audible book.
Absolutely.
And speaking of books, Shaq has a book coming out, Cooking with Shaq. He's going to be sharing his favorite recipes from his new cookbook. He said, "I'm an avid eater, and as the founder of Big Chicken in Las Vegas and a Papa John's board member and franchisee, he's in the food business. And so until recently, he said he was mostly sitting behind the counter eating, but the pandemic changed all of that when his chefs had to stay home. So he ended up being in charge of the kitchen.
I would love to see how Shaq cooks chicken because I have a feeling that he throws all the flour on his hands and his feet.
And his feet.
Yeah, because that can't be just regular ash. Shaq be really ashy sometimes.
Shaq just want all the money.
He's getting all the money.
He's getting all the money.
What do you mean want it?
Geez, Shaq.
All right, now, speaking of money, the richest people in the world, that Forbes list came out. Number 1 on that list is Elon Musk.
Of course.
With $219 billion. Number 2, Jeff Bezos with $171 billion. And 3 and 4, Bernard Arnault and family. That's the LVMH owner. Also, Bill Gates is number 4, then Warren Buffett. Now, Rihanna made her debut on Forbes' annual billionaires list. She has an estimated net worth of $1.7 billion, so shout out to her. Other celebrities, Kanye West with $2 billion, Kim K with $1.8 billion, Jay-Z $1.4 billion, Tyler Perry $1 billion, Steven Spielberg $3.7 billion, and Oprah with $2.6 billion. Kanye is disputing his net worth. He said he's worth $7 billion. So he's saying that list, that number, that $2 billion range is way too low for him. All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your rumor report.
You start talking billions, it don't even matter. No, I can't relate. All right, well, up next is the People's Choice Mix. Of course, we're going to start it off with that Pusha T and Hove and Pharrell.
Adult contemporary hip hop. Okay, they make up a combined age of 146 years old, and they still better than everybody.
That's right.
Okay?
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.